Greetings and welcome to another Diablo 4 video on Incinerate build season 4 of the Sorceress. We just saw the boss kill of a tier 100 boss, and this is the build. Let's dive right into it. We have a Harlequin's Crest with double masterwork on max life and then one on cooldown reduction, which is okay. My max life actually is pretty low. I'm even running this max life elixir right now and I only barely scratched 20k, but that's alright. We have a lot of damage reduction. Then Duriel Smite. I need to remasterwork this. I don't need the all stats. I want more max all res or damage reduction actually. Then this beauty with +7 to Incinerate, and we have the Shredding Blades aspect. Then we have the Mage Lords aspect right here. This got changed in the recent patch, now gives flat damage reduction, not close damage reduction, and it's tripled when I'm fighting a close enemy, so I get 27% against bosses as well. Then Jens Blessing, which yeah, I probably also need to reroll, but I'm kind of looking for a greater affix one on the damage reduction at least, and then masterwork it before I spend so many materials. Then we have this staff, also looking for a 3 GA one. Damage to close is not optimal rolled, it actually should be a plus damage temper, and it also needs a critical strike damage affix. Why critical strike damage? Because of the Burning Instinct legendary node, which gives us multiplier to burning damage based on critical strike damage for whatever reason, because we are not critting. And then we have the Lucky Shadow damage right here to proc our tire rushers once more, and of course the Incinerate splits into 3 beams. Then we have Conflagration, the amulet, together with Inner Flames. This can go up to rank 7 Inner Flames. Let's just actually pump this up a little bit and hope for another hit on Inner Flames. I was not so lucky so far. Nope. Cooldown reduction, I will leave it for now, but ideally I want 3 crit hits on Inner Flames, so I get +7 to Inner Flames, which is a huge damage boost. Then we have Engulfing Flames right here with a decent ring, I would say. The rushes, as I already mentioned. Going over the abilities, it didn't change much from the last time. You can also check the build link in the description below. This got buffed. I put in 1 point here. I wouldn't 1 point him because sometimes my summons are critting, my conjurations are critting, so maybe this will reset. Fingers crossed. And then I'm running Ice Blades. With summoned Ice Blades, I run 3 into line elements. Maybe I should put in one more important wording, but it's kind of okay. Conjuration Mastery, just to get a little bit more damage out of, well, everything. So also considering Hoarfrost actually, this might be also good. We're not really chilling so much just with these, I guess. No, they don't chill. Oh, we're chilling with ice armor, so still toying around with the fine details. Like, do I do Conjuration Mastery with 2 conjurations? Do I do only like Ice Blades and then maybe Hoarfrost? But this is basically the gist of it. And then we have Fireball for the enchantment, Ice Blades enchantment as well. And I got these passives right here together with Verse Mastery. For go board, I'm not gonna go into detail. You check out the link in the description below. Here's the Burning Instinct node. We get 129 multiplier right here. We get 30 multiplier for Frigid Fate if the enemy is vulnerable. And then yeah, we have Exploit, Enchanter, Pyromaniac, Territorial, Destruction, Tactician. That's it, 6 glyphs. Because I'm also opting into this stuff here since it gives us more Frigid Fate damage. And that's everything, I think. So why now I have Hydra? I had I actually in between Lightning Spear and Hydra. Lightning Spear has the advantage that the cooldown, the use of it actually contributes to the Ice Blades enchantments, making it more, pulling out more Ice Blades over time. The Hydra has the advantage that I can cast 2, they last for 10 seconds, so I will have the Conjuration Mastery up for longer. And our Jens Blessing will not draw from Lightning Spear, it will only draw from Ice Blades, Flame Shield, or Ice Armor, which are 3 very valuable casts, and Lightning Spear not so much. So this is the reasoning, but yeah, I'm toying around with it. This is tier 100. Let's go into it.
I cannot do that here.
And yeah, I can, and hopefully I won't regret these words, pretty comfortably farm tier 100 now. I mean, of course, the recent patch also got some pit nerfs with it. This is not the highest push. I think I did 103 so far, but I'm not like really pushing right now because I want to, you know, improve my gear and stuff. Actually, I'm playing so bad, I should do the conjurations first. I was also toying around with the idea to put in like 3 points into Hydra, not one, as 1 point into Hydra and then 2 in the enhancements, because one of the enhancements gives me burning damage when they hit, which I think ideally is only like really great with combustion, and combustion in of itself is just super weak, I feel. But burning the more burning the enemy has, the more likely engulfing flames will like trigger and do double damage. But not sure if that's really making a big difference, because Hydras are single target. And by the way, I should cast them. So you can also run, so I was thinking like instead of Virus Mastery passive, Combustion, I tried it once, it was not really better in terms of damage. I think Virus Mastery is still bugged, and damage also applies to everything, not only to shock skills. And then even if it weren't bugged, it's really hard to pass up on like, what is it, 20% damage reduction from close, and then another 27 with the legendary aspect. But you can also run the conjuration, like the concentration, I think it's called, legendary aspect, giving you up to 25% damage reduction whenever you cast a conjuration for 5 seconds. But then I feel like pressure to always every 5 seconds cast a conjuration, right? And if I'm not doing that, 25% damage reduction is huge, so it will hurt. But for example, if you don't have Duriels, which is not a requirement for this build, of course, it is neat, but it's not like make or break, then you can run concentration aspect on your chest armor, for example.
I'm not ready yet.
There's also ever living aspect, which is also great. If you don't have Harlequin's Crest, for example, you can also run ever living. It's almost like for like, it even has more damage reduction than Harlequin's Crest. But it needs the enemy to be vulnerable, which most often is the case, especially against bosses always. Or crowd controlled, which often is the case. We are actually moving around a lot. I mean, people say like, yeah, Incinerate, I only have to stand there and cast, and it's boring. Actually, this is less boring than a lot of other builds that I've seen. Like, I saw some Bash Barbarians who just, you know, use their basic attack and can clear hit 80 or something like that, which is insane. Like, they don't even need another skill. Well, of course you have other skills. And then, yeah, I don't know, maybe Whirlwind Barbarian also just has one button. Haven't played it yet. I like to stick to one class per season, so I have something to enjoy next season. And randomly I picked probably one of the weaker classes this season, or arguably the weakest class. It's also Druid, but you know. I read a post that actually makes sense that Sorc struggles ever since they changed the vulnerable and crit damage bucket, because a lot of our damage is like
I'm not ready yet.
also dependent on like conditions. And it wasn't high to begin with, like the aspects, like you have like 20% here, 30% there. But we still could amass a lot of other sources of damage, like vulnerable damage or stuff. But now they didn't buff the legendary aspects or Paragon nodes after changing so much stuff. I like to use Flame Shield offensively here, just to push more damage and more stagger. Need to be careful though, not to overextend. And now here we get the stagger, and we use our ice armor, and there it goes. 50 million, almost 60 million. Boom! So based on that, I feel like we can push higher, maybe hit T110, but it's already decent. And yeah, there's nothing else to say. Thanks for watching. Again, check the build in the description below. I have other videos up. I have boss kill videos, Tormented, Uber boss kill videos. You can check them out. It's basically this build. I mean, I'm using Chain Lightning instead of Hydra, but basically it's the same. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next one. Good luck, have fun, and goodbye.